Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death.
Ryan's
a crunchy
If
bunny
only
right
they
now.
knew the things you tell me right before we go on stream. Okay, I have a mouthful of carrot. Neil pushed play before I was done chewing.
Well,
And then
you
he told
showed
me
up
some really
too
awful
late.
shit while the intro was running. Quite literally. And I'm supposed to keep a straight face.
That's
And
all
not
right.
spew carrot all over the camera and up my nose.
So you finish your 7 days of rest. You finish the ballista. You got to spend one more night here, unless you want to leave that night of the 7th day. Actually, no, because you need that last night, so that's all paid up. So we begin on the 8th day. You're morning of the 8th day. You're at full HP. You've paid up. You don't have this room for any longer. Although, of course, you can continue to renew your lease or your rental, whatever you want to call it.
Oh wait, the difference in how many more? There was 2 extra days at 8 gold a day, 16 silver.
8 gold a day? What?
8 silver a day. Sorry, 8 silver a day.
Right.
Brings it 24 silver.
Right.
Wait, 16 silver.
16 silver.
2 gold,
Okay.
and I got 4 silver back. 26.
So what do you do?
I step out into the sunshine and take a deep breath. I'm rested. I'm healed.
Have you kept shaving to keep your face?
Yeah, I
pretty?
keep clean shaven.
Did you buy new pants?
I did not buy new pants.
Did you want
But
to buy new pants?
I'm starting to embrace the look. No. I got my pouches where I got like my workman's belt with all the belt pouches where I need them, and I got working man's pants, and I got a super fancy shirt with a vest. I look like a goofy engineer, right?
Yeah.
Walking down the road with his traveling stick.
Okay. You would also have learned about Thornwood, that Countess Nina Castilian. Her cabinet, so to speak, is her sheriff, her wizard, her ranger, her priest, and her guild representative. That is what makes up her cabinet, among other things. The sheriff is Cody. He kind of patrols the town.
He's no Tyrus Bellows, is he?
He's not. Well, I mean, you can never have another Tyrus Bellows. He's
Of course not.
Cody is a bit of a drunk. He's not drunk on the job, but he definitely has a drinking problem. So he doesn't. He's kind of a lone wolf sort of guy, and when he's off duty, he drinks a lot.
Tell it to me straight, Neil. Tell it to me straight. Was it Cody that humped that ballista?
No, it was a different soldier. Cody's a little serious.
I don't know. If I was any better at spreading rumors, that would be the next one I'd spread.
Okay.
But I can't even sow seeds of doubt about this Tyrus Bellows fellow that pretty sketchy to begin with.
There is a single wizard in town, just a single wizard, except for you, but you're a secret wizard, and that is Ramdal the Transmuter, who is Countess Nina's pet wizard. She keeps him in her keep as like he's her court wizard. He is a transmuter.
What did you say his name was?
Ramdal.
Randall the Transmuter. I'm starting to keep a list of all these wizards. Mm-hmm. It seems to be like a badge of honor for a noble to keep a wizard around.
Yes, if you are any noble worth their salt, like any ruling noble, like a baron or a count or something like that, will hopefully have a wizard in their employ. Maybe lower ones won't, poorer ones won't, but if you want to be respected, you got to have a wizard. I mean, you need someone to help you divine the arcane arts, to help you solve problems in the world. Like, you need a wizard, and wizards need patrons because wizarding is expensive, as you know. So it's a very nice relationship they form together.
Yeah, but this place he's the only wizard in town.
He's the only wizard.
The culture very much looks down on them, but there's this weird hypocrisy with that.
It's not so much a looking down, it's just that it's hard to be a wizard, and they're scary. Not everyone has the gift of magic. Wizards are a rare breed. There's not a lot of wizards don't just walk around every day. You know, if there was a traveling
course.
wizard coming through town, it would be fucking weird, and he might get mugged on the streets. He might get, you know, who knows what could happen to just a wizard walking through town or walking between towns. And I can tell you more about the ranger and the priest and the guild representative if you'd like, but I don't think those are things that are interesting you.
No.
Okay. So what are you doing on this 8th day? Out in the fresh air.
Well, I'm a little confused, I think, because I'm not tired. I rested. I'm not hungry. I've eaten, but I still feel an emptiness inside of me.
You are worn thin, little.
And I've eaten and eaten, but
There's an emptiness
there's
inside
still
of
a
you.
hunger.
Yes, the hunger.
And I think I've still probably lost a little weight despite having eaten my fill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But this town seems pretty boring and a pretty shitty place for a wizard to live. And you haven't broken me completely yet. Like, I'm still in shock after the death of Reptar, but not going full-blown murder hobo yet. So I don't even know what's out here. I know the road forked here, right? At Thornwood. If I leave town, I can head north or south.
You can head east or west, but the west road heads south out of town. There is a small path on the other side of the eastern bridge that leads north to another town, but it is not a nice big road like you have heading west. But you head south out of town, over the river, and then west along the river.
Okay. I really don't know this area at all.
You do not.
I recall that small. I think I passed the fork right to the small road heading north, deeper into the woods. So I guess we're all in the woods, but a small winding path into the woods. I think I would hit the main road and head west, hopefully to a less oppressive place where wizards are loved and accepted for who they are.
To a town off the map that Neil didn't spend dozens of hours detailing the parts of.
You wanted me to head north?
I know. I don't want
wanted
you
me
to
to
do
hang with
anything.
Thornwood?
Look, I don't give a shit what you do.
Your town was boring, and I left. So there.
Oh my! You didn't like my town.
You gave me no one to murder. You need some character development for my victims, Neil.
Says the person who hides in his room all day. I'm just gonna hide and heal. Why isn't anyone interesting?
I mean, I haven't gotten out of the gates yet, but I'm heading out of town on this morning.
Okay.
Still got one more encounter check before I get out of town, but that's my plan. I mean, you've got a map of the world. What are you
I know what's
about?
going. Well, no, I just
You know the next town to the west.
I know what the name is, but I haven't planned out. I haven't spent like 12 hours planning out every little detail of the town.
It's 8:30 and we haven't even got past heal and level up yet. We're not going to get to the next town.
Well, don't worry. Oh my.
Or do I just get to the next town?
No. Anything but, my friend.
Yeah. So am I still in town whenever your scheming is happening, or am I hitting the road west?
You are hitting the road, Jack. And you ain't coming back.
Says who? I can turn around.
No, you can't. It's too late. Okay. So you head south out of town, over the bridge that surrounds the moat, down the road a little ways, past the hay bale that's still out here, just kind of tossing off hay now. You cross the other bridge that is over the river, and why don't we move you on the map? guess that's not a great position to see what's going on. Can we maybe get a little bit more light for you? Maybe this. Is that better? Kind of. It's just shitty dim light. Why is that? Where's our bright light?
What light are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the map.
Ah, here we go. That should be 5, and that should be 2.
Looks like we're at the edge of the map. It better take us a long time to head that last. I guess it's 10 miles in the woods.
Yeah. So you actually don't get too
That's-
terribly far. You get just over the bridge that crosses the river, and maybe
Wait,
maybe a mile
there
or
is a-
two down the road.
Can I move my token? Or
I don't know. Can you? No, I don't think so. I think I hate to move your token.
Oh, wait, is that you moving him, or is
No,
that
no,
me?
you moved him. You just moved him.
Yeah,
You get to about there
yeah.
when you hear the sound of music. Actually, it's
Hills are alive.
no, it's more kind of like upbeat music. There's like tight drums being played, like a, and then you can hear some like flutes in the background going, and then there's some like, high-pitched, shrill singing in a language that you can't quite understand.
Are you sure? Are
Maybe
you sure, Neil?
list all your languages.
Well, I'm a bit of a dabbler, you see. A polyglot, is that the term for it? I speak Common, Elven, Dwarven, Gnomish, Halfling, Orc, Ogre, and Hobgoblin.
Yeah, it's not in a language you understand.
Okay, and now I've got an extra slot as long as I've got this amulet on. I could learn this language right now. Could I?
You can't
invoke
learn
the
it
will-
right now, but if you study it, you can learn it. Although if you take off the amulet or cease to touch it, you will then forget the language immediately.
And do I have to start learning it all over again?
Yes.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Is this music coming from off the road, on the road,
It's kind of
Wait.
hard to tell where it's coming from, actually.
like 360? I mean, it's in front of me, right?
It's-
Otherwise, I would have heard it sooner.
Yeah, it must be coming from in front of you. And then you look down at your feet, and the DM rolls reaction adjust. You probably shouldn't have said that aloud. It probably should have been done in secret. And you see these 2-foot tall, they're like gnomes, but they don't have like the bulkiness to them, and they're a little bit shorter. And they got these big smiles and these high cheekbones and these long, floppy, pointy ears. They're dressed in bright colors that aren't quite leathers. They're some sort of natural fibers with bright green socks and little tiny shoes.
And they're like around at my feet, or
They're near your kind of shins, and they are protruding from what seems to be a kind of like a hollow section at the bottom of this tree. The one coming out first has a flute in hand, and it is playing some music, and then you kind of stop in the path, I guess, to see these strange creatures that, 2 feet tall, comes up to your knee, maybe your thigh somewhere.
They're just like playing in the road, or
No, they're like coming out of this tree on the right side of the path, and then they start like walking in front of you and
They-
past you.
Did
And then
see
they start
me?
like
I
walking in
sort
a
of-
circle, and one of them's got a flute, and one of them's got some drums, and one of them's got like little pan pipes, and another one's got a
Can
little
I
drum.
roll like? Am I being charmed right now? Can I like roll to? I mean, I guess I've got to detect magic. I could blow up, but like without detecting magic, like
You
is that-
have not
I
had
mean, I've got a
to make
spellcraft.
a saving throw.
Okay.
You can choose an action if you'd like.
No, I mean I guess I'm sort of I'm clutching my quarterstaff and
Okay.
yeah.
They start to dance around you a little bit, and then one of them stops, and they all turn and like jump to face you, stopping what they're doing. And the one that had the flute that came out first, who's now in front of you, puts down his flute and says, "Big sir!"
I take a knee, like quarterstaff still in hand, and like look at him. You said he's 2 feet tall,
2 feet tall,
so even at a knee, I've got the high ground here.
towering over him.
I looked. There's 2 of them only.
No, no, no. There's like 6 of them.
6 of them. A
Yeah.
whole marching band.
Yeah.
They say, why? You're a peculiar bunch. They're speaking in common.
This one is.
I'm.
Have you brought milk? Bread? Honey? Maybe a little bit of fruit for us?
I'm afraid not. I didn't realize this was a toll road.
It is no such toll.
You just like honey?
Blinks slowly at you.
What are you? I say curiously.
That is such a rude question to ask. For we are the brownies of Thornwood.
A brownie, you say? Have I heard of a brownie?
By legend only.
Yes. I say it. I'll say as such in Elven. Why, yes, I have heard of the legends of you. Is that an Elven accent? I don't know what an Elven accent
That's
sounds
an Elven accent, yeah.
Eastern
They exchange
European.
some muttered words, and then he replies in Elven, You speak the language of elves. You are a strange human. You speak Elven, yet you bring me no honey.
Still in Elven, nay, not the language, just their legends. Not their language, just their legends. Got to work on my accents with this character. Okay, I mean, I haven't cast my spells in days, and I'm kind of itching for some magics. I'm guessing these brownies probably haven't heard rumors of what's going on in Thornwood. So I guess just mid-conversation, I'm not even sure what the last thing that was said was. I will reach into one of my belt pouches and start casting a spell.
Okay.
I pull out a pinch of powdered iron.
Well, please roll me an initiative roll.
Yeah, sure.
I
Roll
will
a
penalize
surprise.
their initiative since you are clearly invoking so-called combat.
7. So they seem. I mean, I guess I start. Alakadabra, alakazam, a wiggity wobbity woo. And I reach for my powdered iron, and they're probably like, "What sorcery is this?"
Yes, yes, indeed. Okay, so you reach in and start casting a spell. The lead brownie before you splits into 4 different brownies, and they all start scurrying around you. The one beside him also splits into 4 scurrying brownies and start running around you as you cast.
Reduce upon myself. I sprinkle the powdered iron over my hair. I guess I should have. Technically, you should declare the spell to your DM before you cast it. But
Yeah, but I trust
this is dicing with death. Sometimes the narrative is more fun. I
reduce,
shrink down by 40%. So that's points.
You're
What's my
5'10".
height? My height is 5'10". So
70
that's
inches, so
70 times 0.6. I've leveled up. My powers are stronger.
so you're
42.
3'6".
So I'm just a smidge taller than them.
You're almost double their
I'm
size.
basically a gnome at this point.
You're a dwarf. Gnomes are 2.5
But I'm
feet tall.
I keep my proportions, I would think.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm like
dwarves are 3.5
still-
feet tall. Gnomes are 2.5 feet tall. Brownies are 2 feet tall. So you're
But I probably resemble more a tall gnome,
yeah.
just because I've still got
Yeah.
human proportions.
Um,
Anyways, I shrink to
Okay.
3'6".
Before your
after
eyes,
saying
the
magic words.
other
And so
4.
there's 4 plus 4 plus 4. There's 12 brownies around me.
And by the time the combat round is over, there are 24 brownies swirling and dancing around you.
I say, well, I didn't know you had friends. That was a nice trick.
All the images kind of pause and look at you, and one of them from behind you says, "A wizard on the road is most unusual. You do not dress as a wizard? Where are your robes?" Where's your pointy hat?
A wizard, you say? Now, what an assumption to make. Can't you... Can't you see with your eyes?
You shrunk.
Indeed.
You're a wizard. Do you deny it?
I shrug. A wizard, nay, a dimensionalist.
Cocks his head curiously.
Why, I'm like you, can't you see? And I like get all up in his face. I'm not like all, I'm gonna get down to one of their levels.
Okay.
I was trying to switch over to Nomish, but I didn't have the rhymes in me, and I stumbled a little bit.
Okay.
So I think I was speaking Nomish there. I don't know if did they understand Nomish?
They did not seem to understand.
Okay, but I
what you said
wasn't.
in
It was
Amish.
bumbling and not rhymed and probably incoherent.
Yeah, they didn't
That's
catch.
the
They didn't seem to catch
miscommunication.
whatever you were trying to say.
Yeah. But they don't appear to be. Are they still cautious and edging away?
Yeah, you
Are
notice
they still
that
playing
some of
music,
them
or did I just turn the 6-person marching band into a 24-person marching band?
did,
or
but
is
the
it
music
dead
has
silence?
stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
They look you up and down and say, "You are a curious one. What do you call yourself?" I am Fudge. These are my brothers.
why? I have had many names across many dimensions of space and time, and others that you can't fathom. But you may call me Carl. And I stick out a hand. It's nice to meet you,
Fudge.
Fudge.
Yes,
And
these are my brothers.
the Fudge brothers.
No. This is Chip. This is Double Stuff. This is Chocolate. This is Oatmeal and Raisin. They're inseparable.
So the Keebler brothers. I mean, okay.
You are an interesting one. Would you like to join us? You are small enough that you may even fit in our hole.
Why, lead the way, because I have a very important appointment in 20 minutes, I say, looking at an imaginary wristwatch.
Okay. They all start playing their music, and all 24 brownies proceed to dance and sing their way inside this little hole in the tree and disappear down below.
I can't pull a Solomon. I can't murder them all. You can't make me do it.
All right. It's a tiny hole. The 2-foot brownies can walk in, and the hole's like just above their head. But you're gonna have to get down on your hands and knees and like crawl into it, and then since it goes down, you're gonna have to like either leg first and kind of squirm down the hole, or head first and like snake down the hole.
How often in your life do you get to explore a brownie hole? Am I right?
Well,
When
it
the
depends on
opportunity
your-
arises, you got to get down on your hands and knees and just take it.
Can I quote you on that?
So I crawl into the brownie hole.
Head first or feet first?
Head first.
Okay.
Do you see my alignment?
All right. You
Hasn't
enter.
shifted quite yet, but for now it's chaotic neutral. No, head first.
Okay. Where is it? Okay. You enter the brownie cave. It is a slightly larger area down there, maybe 3 feet tall, so you can sit and be comfortable, or you can like lean over heavily and crook your neck about to see things. The entire area is dimly lit with this glowing phosphorescent moss that kind of lights different patches. And you see down here, there are actually quite a few more brownies. Some of them are busy baking foods and cakes or something. You can smell things. You're not quite sure what it is they're baking. There are Actually, no. There's 24, so it's cram packed with brownies. In
This
fact,
is
there's
just
so many
one
brownies
room?
that some of them are like literally walking through each other, impossibly, just like phasing through one another.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm a wizard. I know what this mirror image shit is about.
there's a lot of chatter in a strange language you don't understand, and soon what's the duration of mirror image?
I don't know. You're gonna have to look it up.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Three rounds per level.
Okay. Okay. I'm waiting. I mean, 20 minutes is when I grow back to my regular size.
Yeah, so a few minutes pass and whatever. There are all these brownies, and eventually they all
I
turn
think
to
it made
face
even
you,
that.
and in unison, all the mouths move, and the brownies say, "You are our first human guest in our home ever."
What
Wait,
makes you say that I am human?
do you deny it? Are you not human?
I do not deny it. But if I am human, then how am I so small?
For you are a wizard. We have already explained this time and again. You are a most curious one. Do not know quite what to do with you. You call yourself a dimensionalist. I think you might just be demental.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What? I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, wait, let me check my Skype message. I'm just theory crafting here. How many of these suckers I could take out with magic missiles if push comes to shove? Not that I'm planning on murdering your brownies.
They giggle.
Pretty good XP for just like one hit die annoying creatures that are really hard to kill.
They
so
giggle.
many souls.
And the lead one, or what you think might be the lead one, approaches you and
Whose voice
says,
was that?
As our guest, we would like to offer you food and drink. We would hope that you have a bit of bread or wine or honey or fruit for us, but it appears you do not. Although if you pass again through here, please leave some at our door. We would always appreciate it.
I pull out my rations from my bag. They're not much, but I have little tricks and treats. I have powdered corn. And hold on a sec. So can I select? Okay, reduce or enlarge. Can I cancel the reduce spell on just part of it?
Nope. It lasts its duration unless otherwise stated.
Oh, so I could cancel it with an enlarge spell, which I
Yes.
do have. Dang. Now I see why I need all these spell slots, so I can make things grow big and shrink and grow big and shrink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I do pull out my rations, which have shrunk by 40% as well. I don't know that they're that interesting, though. They're probably just like hard.
No, they
tack
sniff
and
at it and look at it
It's
and
not,
chop
it's not
turn their
iron
noses.
rations, but it's still like freeze-dried crap or whatever the medieval equivalent was.
They have turned their nose and want nothing to do with your crappy food. But they start bombarding you with all sorts of questions about what it's like in the town of Thornwood.
I tell them all about Tyrus Bellows, the terrifying boogeyman from the east, with his sword of bone and emerald that he uses to harvest souls in the name of Malchus.
Ooh, they seem quite enthralled, if not a little concerned and fearful.
Yeah, and
Please give me an intelligence check.
RD20 plus 19. You really asking me to roll intelligence checks? I would have to roll a 1 to fail.
Okay. You are aware. You keep a close eye on the time, and you do not get lost in telling your story of Tyrus Bellows.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. About halfway
Do
through.
they have any dope shit that I would want to snag on the way out? Not that I'm looking to steal, but I feel like if there were like an obvious magical artifact or even a potion like sitting out, it would probably tempt our young wizard here. In fact, I might even. No, there's magic for. Their spell lasts longer than mine, right? You said it
You
was.
don't know.
I mean, they stay. There's 21 brownies for the whole duration,
There are 21 brownies so far.
or 20, 24, or whatever. No, 20.
Yeah, 24 plus a few extras. That
I,
are
I
marked down
can't
here.
even count. Well, maybe I can because I have 19 intelligence, but an innumerable number of brownies.
You actually see that there is a little shrine back behind one of the little wood. It's not even a stove. It's like a little wood burn pile that they've got some trays that they're cooking some sort of delicious smelling cakes over. And above this little cook pile and back, kind of embedded into the earth, where there's some roots that come down to kind of form a natural archway over it. There's some little candles burning in there as well. Is a kind of a stack. Stack's not the right word. Many little stacks of coins and gems.
No.
It's like a little pretty shrine of shiny metal and rock.
The brownies will be here if I get desperate. I think for now, when my reduced spell duration ends, I crawl back to the surface. I excuse myself, tell them I must make my appointment.
Oh, but stay,
No,
but stay! The story of Tyrus Bellows is terrible and horrid, but...
If you ever want to hear it again, just step outside and listen to the wind from the east rustling through the woods. Some say it even bellows. Goodbye, good day! And I scurry out.
Okay. You hear the music playing from within as you scurry out. It's difficult, but you manage to climb out, and a few moments later you poof back to normal size as you continue walking along the road. Where it's going? Actually, you have seen a sign on the road back near the river, just when you cross the river. It said Misty
now.
Rapids.
Misty Rapids.
Misty Rapids is the next town all along the way, and it's a
Holy
30-mile journey, which means that you can make it in a single day if you hoof it and you travel late into the night, or you can stop somewhere and make it a 2-day journey. But you can pretty much travel 24 miles in a day. So another 6 miles, that's another 2 hours of traveling, or some quite hefty traveling.
I don't have a light source, do I?
You do not.
Yeah, what happened to my candles? In any case, they're not there anymore.
I think you used them all in the
Some adventure somewhere.
mines.
Yeah, sounds
Gave
right.
them to Reptar.
Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what the day brings.
Okay. I don't stop me if I'm putting words in your mouth, but the encounter with the brownies has kind of put a smile on your face. They gave you some honey cakes as you walked out.
I'm not smiling.
Fine.
Yeah, no.
It's interesting little creatures, and you can almost feel the darkness that overcame you with the death of Reptar and the horrors of Shirebrook kind of fading. You remember the joys of the world, and this is why you were a wizard, to examine these things and find and catalog curious creatures. A smile on your face is quickly wiped away when you round a bend and see a pack of 7.5-foot tall canine creatures with dark brown fur spotted with kind of pale brown spots on it. These things have little dog-like ears. They are wearing long but tattered cloaks made of various fabrics, various colors of fabric. They wear about their armor thick hides, and they carry in their
should have eaten
hands.
that carrot right before battle. That was my mouth was agape with the description, and I threw a carrot in. And holy shit! Are
They
these wolves
carry in their
on-
hands axes. Some of them are single-handed. Some of them are polearm axes.
Are they on 2 legs? These are
These are bipedal,
Humanoids?
7.5-foot furry dog men with like light brown splotches on them.
7 of them? How many did you say?
8 of
Or-
them, and they are standing over the bodies of 4 people, 4 humans. You can't make out gender at this distance. You notice at least 2 of these dog men are wounded and bleeding, and you notice some weapons on the ground.
Has anyone noticed me yet?
Yes. As you round the
Okay.
corner to look at them, they look at you, and in the split second before we roll initiative, you also notice there are 2 more humans who have been unceremoniously nailed to a tree with long swords. And we will roll initiative when we come back from our 5-minute break. See you guys on the other side.